I missed the Flash player. This is media. Whoa, mobile games lost media.
Mobile gaming has changed a lot over the years,
Media.
going from producing absolute classics to whatever this is. There is no doubt that a lot of people grew up on mobile games, and since the App Store's launch in 2008, millions
I will say I was playing on the computer, so I don't know about. I wouldn't say like all mobile, but
of people have channeled their creativity in order to produce their own games. And between all of these games that were ever released, there's bound to be some that fall through the cracks and get lost to time. Today, we're talking about some of those games and how they became lost and eventually, years later, were actually found.
Charlie the Steak.
Oh boy, I
Oh
haven't talked about this one in a long
no,
time.
where's Kick
Charlie
the
the
Buddy,
Steak
bro?
was pretty much
There
the
was.
reason
Oh,
I
shut up,
got into
bro. Hold on,
Lost
wait, not
Media
shut
and
up. Chill. But there was a game. There was a lot of games. Kick the Buddy was one, but there were a lot of games that you could put people's faces on and just beat them. There was a lot of violent games, a lot of violent mobile games. It was like abuse and torture this person and get your anger off. Fight them. Punch them in the face constantly, constantly, constantly. That's why Talking Tom and beating up Talking Tom is nothing. There was a million games doing just that.
first place. So many people were interested in the search and a great community was
This
built
is
around
freaky.
it. For those who don't know, Charlie the Steak is an interactive, quote-unquote, stress reliever game. It's kind of
It was
similar
awesome
to the
type of
talking games we've
get your
covered in the
stress
past, such
off.
as Talking Tom and Talking Ben,
What did I
but
just
with a
say?
much more gory twist. Your goal in this game is pretty much to torture
like-
this steak as much as humanly possible, and doing so gives you meatballs which you can use to unlock further levels. When this
I
game
didn't
was
play this
released,
one.
it wasn't really met with a lot of popularity. It stayed pretty obscure until it pretty much dwindled off the face of the planet. But around this time,
I
a
can see
meme
why.
started surfacing in which a photo of Charlie was being coupled with the song Vacation by Dirty Heads. I personally never saw this meme until I knew who Charlie the Steak was, but quite a lot of other people saw this meme. And they started questioning where this steak
I've
character
seen
was
the
from.
steak before, but
And
like,
that's
you
when they
know.
came across some photos and screenshots of Charlie the Steak on the internet. So naturally, people went to the App Store to try to install the game and found nothing. This is pretty much what sparked the search for Charlie the Steak. Multiple
revamp
people,
it, though?
including myself, were making videos about it, trying to bring the game to the attention of as many people as possible. And
Why
it
though?
worked. We ended up getting the attention of pretty much the best person in this situation, which was the original creator of the game. Now here's the issue. A big part of why so many mobile games are lost today is because of a single iOS update. iOS 11 removed support for 32-bit applications in favor of 64-bit apps. And any developer whose
cut all the
apps were
bullshit.
32-bit needed to update their app or it would be removed from the App Store. Apple gave developers a couple of years to do this, but by 2021, every 32-bit app was completely removed from the App Store. What's interesting is the fact that the number of apps on the App Store actually peaked in 2017 at 2.2 million apps. But by the time 2021 rolled around, there were only 1.8 million apps on the App Store. This
That's still a lot.
means
Be
that over
honest.
the course of those few years, Apple removed more than 400,000 apps from the App Store. So you
Yo,
can
is he
imagine
cool?
how
I
many
don't
of
wanna
these apps
see
are
the
just
meat
completely
twitching.
lost to this day.
Like-
There's also the issue of when a developer is no longer making money from their apps. You see, if you want to develop and upload your own app to the App Store, you need an Apple developer account, which costs $99 per year. To some that may seem like a
Damn.
lot, and to some that may not seem like very much, but when a developer isn't getting that many downloads on their app, there's really
It's just
no
not
reason for
worth
them to
it.
keep paying
Yeah.
for it. And once you stop paying for it, any apps you've uploaded to the App Store will be taken down. Until you start paying again, of course. A combination of these two situations is what caused Charlie the Steak to become lost in the first place. Not only was it a 32-bit app, but the
Damn.
developer just
That's kinda
stopped
crazy
paying
though,
for
like-
the Apple developer account.
Cause you look at it and it's just like it's a stupid game, and it's like, you know, but somebody actually made this. Somebody actually put time into this. Somebody was paying $100 a year just so other people could play this. You know what I mean?
But once word got around that the app was
And then
gaining
eventually-
popularity, the developer reinstated their Apple account and updated Charlie the Steak to work on 64-bit devices, allowing people to
So you telling me I can get it right now? Hold on, cause we about to test this theory. App, yup. And let this nigga be lying. Charlie. No, not that Charlie. The steak. Oh wow, it is here. Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
install the game again and rendering it fully found.
I'm sure that made his year. Patrick is Sponge.
The next
This
two
had to
games
be
are pretty related
copyrighted.
to each other. We're talking about Talking Patrick and Talking SpongeBob. What's so unique about these games is the fact that we
I don't
really
remember
weren't
them.
even fully sure that they existed. The only proof we had of their existence were a couple of screenshots on the internet and a single YouTube video from 12 years ago.
We are doing an iPhone app review for
Hey,
Talking
he came in
Patrick.
clutch.
So, Patrick, you can shake him
Patrick.
violently. Make him laugh.
Yeah, this is copyrighted.
Make him say random things.
Patrick Star, you are one smart shopper.
And
And, you could also record and play the things that you made.
oh hell no.
Nachos there.
What?
That's my recording.
Oh.
And plus, you can record by using the record button or hit back to go back to the shaking thingy.
What a
This
what a
video
great
was
game
uploaded
review.
by CK the Frog on YouTube
Okay,
in
CK.
2012, and the video today has over 2 million views. Once
damn.
it became apparent
Jesus.
that this game was lost, people
Hey.
started flooding to the comment section of this video and asking the creator if they still had access to the Apple account
CK,
that this game was
it's
on.
crazy
and
though how
this is the
something like-
response we got.
This is why I always tell people, bro. It's like it might not pop off immediately, but there could be something. One random thing spark it. You think he gave a fuck about his 12-year-old video? No. Like, to randomly start getting notification, you like, hold on, what did I post? Now I would freak out. Because what did I post? And you see that your video from 12 years ago is getting hella views, hella comments, hella likes. Like, you know?
Those looking for the app, don't bother
You
asking
might
me
as well
for it.
post,
I
y'all.
don't have it or the Apple account anymore.
No matter
I
how
moved
bad
onto
it is.
Android and got rid of all my Apple stuff. Good day. So that was pretty much a dead end, and
I mean, yeah,
all
there's
hope
that
was
thing,
lost
like-
until a person by the name of Waffle Guy 3610,
Okay,
nice
Waffle
name, by
Guy.
the way, came along
get this steak
claiming
off
that
my
they actually
spoon.
had the Talking Patrick app on their old iPhone. Obviously, this was great news, but there were a couple of issues. You see, when you go to extract and upload an IPA file for others to use, you need to either jailbreak your device or use a method to decrypt
I used to want to jailbreak my phone so bad when I learned about what jailbreaking was. I don't know why or what it was going to do for me, but I wanted it.
the IPA file. Not everyone knows how to do this, and the first time that the IPA file was quote-unquote found, it was actually still encrypted, and so no one could really use it. It was pretty much just a random file and anything could have been on
Yeah, I
it.
didn't
But
need
some
to.
very helpful
Like,
people were able to get in contact
the
with
idea of
Waffle
it being
Guy and help
lost
him
is what
decrypt
makes
the
you
app
want
so
it.
that everyone was able to download it and play it for themselves. In a very similar fashion, Talking SpongeBob was also found in the same way that Talking Patrick's found, by the same person as well. But for some reason, Talking Patrick was a lot more popular and sought after, so
Wow.
Talking SpongeBob was just kind of an extra.
Oh, wow. Annoying Orange. He had a game.
Our final app for this video
That
is
is not
Talking
him.
Annoying
That's
Orange.
not even
this
an
game was
orange.
developed by a company
it?
called Gigabyte Solutions. And as far as we know, the
Giga
real
nigga.
Annoying Orange company had nothing to do with this game's development. The main reason we
Same
know of this
copyright
game's
as the last
existence was
one. If
because
it didn't
of a
get taken
gameplay
down, it
review
would've.
from the channel Crazy
So
Mike
be happy.
Apps, in which he pretty much played through the entire game, but other than that, information about this game was very scarce. Now, while we were never able to find the app ourselves,
This is
two
trifling.
prototype versions of the app were actually discovered. The gameplay will be playing in the background, but these apps were different from the version that was in Crazy Mike's video. But they were clearly
That's
from
not
the
my
same
Annoying
developer.
Orange, bro.
So I made a video on TikTok about the prototypes, and after that, nothing else was found about the game for months. Until very recently, when one of my viewers looked the game up on the App Store and suddenly it was back under the
wow.
name Talking Orange. And lo and behold, the developer was Gigabyte Solutions. Now, this was obviously not something that we just missed previously, like we didn't forget to check the App Store. What probably happened was the developers stopped paying for their Apple developer account.
Like the other one,
and
yeah,
so their
yeah. No,
entire
I get you, I
collection
get you,
of
I get
apps
you.
was
I get
taken
you.
down from
No,
the
I
App
get you, I
Store.
hear you,
But at
yeah,
some
right,
point
right.
in
Like the
recent
other guy? Yeah,
time,
okay, of course,
probably in the
right,
last
right,
month or
right,
two,
right, right.
they got the idea to start paying for the account again, which put all of their apps back up. Now,
Like the
we
other
haven't
guy.
heard a
You
word
could've
from
just
these
said like the other
developers, and
guy.
we really don't have a way to reach them. So we have no idea what inspired them to do this, but it's certainly a very interesting way for lost media to get found. It pretty much just found itself, and it saved us a lot of work. Now, I'm sure this game probably still violates some type of copyright law, and it's
Yeah,
probably the reason they
but it's
changed the name from Talking Annoying Orange to just Talking Orange, probably to avoid getting sued by the Annoying Orange company. So
to
let
be
me
fair
know what
though,
you guys thought about these
that ain't him.
apps,
So
and
you
if you
know
like this video, make sure
they
to
got
drop
away
a
with
like
it.
and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Also, comment down below which lost apps would you like me to cover next.
These were
See ya.
very odd lost apps. Like I wasn't expecting. Don't talk to me. No, I'm just playing. But I wasn't expecting any of these really. Especially when you show like the first few seconds of the
Mobile
video
gaming has changed.
where you're like, oh, which one of these are we gonna be talking about? Where's my water? You feel me? What happened to that? This smash, it was called like smash hit or something like that. This one with the driving,
Changed a lot over
a
the
lot of
years,
these.
going from producing
I didn't think he was gonna cut the rope. You feel me? Like I think cut the rope still exists. That's still some, people play.
absolute classic
But yeah, this is crazy. It was always crazy. With that being said, though, it is 7:46, and I do have somewhere to be. So, bye.